in 2010, Madam Speaker, it is clearly stated that Africa contributes only 4% of the carbon emissions that affects our environment. How then can we continue chanting the net zero slogan? And I will say, we are not supposed to hold this, but let those who are responsible for the 70s, the 80s, 75 and 76% to take up the responsibility and act accordingly. Net zero for Africa is a nightmare. We have more and more immediate and pressing issues to address: the poverty levels, infrastructural development. The opposition was talking about infrastructural development. How can Africa develop without depleting their resources? I would take you to Joshua Mapunga, a well-renowned theologian, African thinker, and philosopher, who gave us an analogy, and he asserts that Africa is like Jesus hanging on the cross. May my president show us the crucifix. The crown of Africa's head is around the front. Our way of thinking is being controlled by the Western world. Our hands nailed to the crucifix. Our way of work, our manner of work is being held to the crucifix. How can the opposition tell us Africa must develop, yet our manner of working is held, nailed by the nails onto the crucifix, telling us we must go green when we are not depleting the resources that will enable us to develop? Our food reserves are poor, like the side of Jesus. What can Africa do? Our nailed to the cross, the passport, the visa. This is a nightmare in Africa, and this must be addressed. Instead of burning our heads in climate change that we are not much responsible for. Allow me to aside that education levels in Africa have just been granted an average rating of 30%, and I submit, Madam Speaker.
Point of explanation. Point of explanation.
As Africa, on our debate that was
allowed. Madam, so please tell us, how do you plan on becoming an independent continent when you can't produce your own goods?
And this is what we are talking about. How can Africa develop without taking concern about the poverty levels? International. Madam Speaker, Al Jazeera broadcasted on the 4th of September this same year, and we see that climate change is really a reality, but not so much relevant for the African continent. Africa must focus on elevating poverty, raising the health standards, raising infrastructural development, and not bury our heads in the thinking of the Western world that is telling us we must rise and go green with them when we are being influenced not to deplete our resources. Africa is the cradle.
Point of information.
Allow me to conclude by saying, should we plant trees and return Africa to the jungle? What will development then be for Africa? I conclude by saying, the crying of a child does not stop the mother from cooking. I submit.
What's the problem? Fathers.